What's going on, trappers? This is Tommy Egan. Welcome back to J Will Trap TV. If you want to help me take over Chicago, make sure to hit that subscribe, and pull the notification bell.
So you know when we go live or make a new video. What is going on? Welcome back to J Will Trap TV. We are back with another recap and review, guys. And I'm just gonna tell you guys, this episode 9 wasn't really impressed. It was it had a few little highlights, but most of it was pretty whack. And we're gonna get right into it, so let's go. So we start the episode off and we got Tommy and Diamond are leaving the burial site for Tyrone. This is the parole officer. So they're leaving and they're discussing their whole operation. Tommy's saying that he thinks Jannard is a snitch, and he starts going through his reasons, believing why Jannard is. And Diamond, he hits back and he says, yo, Jannard is not the snitch. You know, he may have done some things in the beginning, but he knows, like, you know, being a snitch, that's worse than death. And he's about this life. He wouldn't do that. And he says maybe it's Vic. Tommy says he doesn't think it's Vic because Vic just killed a Fed right in front of him, and he killed his dad, Walter. So they're gonna put everybody to a die test, and they're gonna see how they're gonna try to figure out who the real snitch is. So now we go over to Stacy, and she wants to arrest Tommy, right? She wants to use, you know, that testimony from Vic, and she wants to come in and arrest Tommy. But the Franco is telling her that that's just not enough, that's not ethical, and that if she kind of moves in that direction, that he's gonna make himself available for the defense. He says that she needs to do this by the book, and they're not arresting Tommy unless they do it by the book. Now we go to Jannard talking to Diamond inside a barbershop, and he's talking to him. He's, you know, wondering about how he's feeling because, you know, he used to roll with Leon and he was training them and he just died. And Diamond says, you know, that's how the game goes sometimes. And he wonders if Tommy sent Jannard to talk to him. So Jannard says, no, he don't care about what Tommy's talking about. So then Diamond says, hey, I need you to help me find out who killed him. So he sends Jannard to go find out who took Leon's life. So we go to Miguel's spot, and he's sitting here. He has Mireya and he has Abuelita, and he's strategizing with Abuelita. He says that he's gonna take over all this stuff that Tommy just took over. He's gonna split Tommy away from Diamond, and then he's gonna kill Tommy, right? We also see that Abuelita needs to borrow Miguel's car today, so that's dropped in there. So Mireya hears all this news and she freaks out. She has like a panic attack and she makes an excuse to leave and go tell Tommy what's going on. So now we go over to Mirković, and he's meeting with a new player. So this guy, he is from the Marquez cartel, and they're coming in from Detroit. This guy, his name is Roberto Ortega. So Claudia, she butts in and she introduces herself, and she's saying that, you know, all these clubs that we're sitting in, we're expanding these clubs, and, you know, I'm the one doing the distribution, I'm handling, I'm moving all the work. And Mirko, he's annoyed. He tries to send her ass away. He tries to get her out of here. But Roberto, he likes Claudia, and he tells her to stay. So Roberto says that, hey, you know, if you guys want to start working with us, you know, you guys want to start working with this new big cartel coming over to Chicago, then you guys gonna have the money up front for the next 2 drops. So Mirković already hesitates. He's like, shh. But then Claudia comes in and she's like, oh, we'll have the money. And he goes, hey, you know what this means, right? Like, if y'all don't have this money, it's gonna be bad for y'all. Y'all gotta, you know, we don't play, we the cartel. Claudia assures him that they're gonna get the money. Roberto takes off, and then Mirković sits down. He tells Claudia, bro, you don't know what you just got into. You're gonna have to go get that bread yourself. If you wanna get in, you're gonna have to go get that money yourself. This is all on you. And he tells her that if she doesn't get the money, that she is gonna lose his protection. So we go back to CBI. Tommy and Diamond are meeting with everybody, and they're having them change their burners out. Diamond lets the crew know that the feds are on to them, and after the meeting, Diamond goes up to Tommy and he tells Tommy again, yo, Jannard's not a snitch. So Tommy's like, we'll see, and he pretty much gives us the plan. So they're gonna pass out these new burners, and Jenny Sue, the lawyer, she has a connection with the phone companies. So if the feds put a warrant on one of the phone lines, they're gonna know that that is the snitch. Also, while he's discussing this with Diamond, we got Vic over here watching, and Vic's getting paranoid. He can't hear what they're saying, but he's seeing that they're talking and they're getting close, and he's starting to get scared himself. So we go to Stacy, and you know, now she wants to get more information. She doesn't want to just, you know, go in and arrest Tommy. So she's saying that she wants to bug Tommy's loft, right? Well, they're saying, hey, this fool Tommy, you know, we just got these new pictures, and Tommy went and installed a new security system. It's off the grid. He has cameras everywhere, including on his car, so we can't get close to his loft without him knowing about it. So then Stacy says that she wants to have Vic plant the bug, and then we see in scenes. So now we go to Diamond, and he goes up to Gianna's door. He knocks on the door, and he's returning some items that, you know, he left at the gym. Looks like some shoes and some comic books and some other things, right? So she answers the door, and she's like, what do you want, Diamond? And he, you know, tries to give her that stuff, and he starts to say he's sorry. But before he can really get into saying he's sorry, Jamal is here, and he comes up, and he's asking, you know, he's asking Gianna, how could you be talking to the person that got our son killed? And he pretty much says that Diamond ain't gonna be around much longer, and he slams the door. So Diamond was like, what is that supposed to mean? But he didn't say nothing before the door closed, so We'll have to see what happens, y'all. So Mireya, she comes over to Tommy's loft and she asks him about Markeisha, right? And Tommy's like, how the hell you know about this? So Tommy's like, yo, that was my ex-girl, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna marry her, but then, you know, she wasn't ready for the game and now she's dead. So he don't really give her the details about how she was gonna snitch, how Tasha killed her. And I was really surprised that, you know, Mireya just kind of took that answer and was cool with it, you know. Didn't wonder what happened to this woman that, Attorney General told her to ask him about. So then Mireya starts telling Tommy that Miguel is gonna try to take over everything and then he's gonna try to kill Tommy. And Tommy's like, he's not worried about that. And he's wondering why, you know, she came over with that information. So then Mireya says that, like, you know, she always knew that she was gonna have to choose between, you know, either Tommy and Miguel. And she's saying that she wants Tommy to be alive. But when she heard Miguel say that he was gonna hurt Tommy, that, you know, really put her on Tommy's side. So I guess Tommy just pretty much got a license to kill Miguel or defend himself against Miguel, because Mireya doesn't seem to be tripping on that anymore. She wants Tommy to stay alive. So now we go over to Diamond meeting with Miguel, and Miguel he's being all buddy, saying they're making money, he's looking at the numbers, etc., and he says that he wants to, you know, have them merge with this other. All right, now before we keep going, click on that like button. Yeah, I'm talking to you, yeah, you. Yeah, come on, it's a free channel, don't worry. Support a black business? Okay, thank you. All right, the gang, but he says when he does that though, he doesn't see any room for Tommy being here and they gotta get Tommy up out of here. And he wants to know, like, yo, how committed are you to Tommy? So Diamond, we don't really get to see we don't get to see Diamond make an answer on that, because next thing you know, we hear an explosion outside because Abuelita, she went and used Miguel's car that she asked to borrow earlier, and it turns out Nunez wasn't here to drive it, and Nunez was the one who dropped it off. So remember Nunez, right? So she hops in the car blows up, and she's burning to death. Miguel comes out, and they're all holding him back because he can't get anywhere near that, bro. He gonna hurt himself. So he just lost his grandma, and it looks like he was the target. So now we switch to, you know, this is why I was saying, like, I didn't like this episode. This is one of those scenes that I'm really gonna get into it at the end of the video, so I hope you guys stick around. But basically, we got Claudia, and she's meeting with Shanti, and you know, she has her friend, and I'll say her actual name. Elise is there, right? And they're here, and basically Claudia tells Shanti that, yo, I had this opportunity to meet with the cartel, and I sat down. Mirković was meeting with them. I sat down, and I kind of, you know, started to take this deal over. And Shanti's like, what the hell? Like, okay, cool. I'm glad you took the opportunity. So now, you know, Claudia is telling Shanti that, yo, I want you to leave CBI. I'm taking this opportunity. I'm going for it. I'm not, like, this is my moment. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much she's saying, yo, I gotta front this money because Mirković isn't helping, and that's pretty much all I need to get in. So Shanti wants to know where she's gonna get the money, you know, for the first 2 drops, because this is cartel money. This is a lot of money. It's not just what they've been making up in these clubs. And then Elise comes in and is like, oh, I'm gonna come with the money, you know, I'm gonna bring it in, you know, for my family. They got contacts. We're just gonna say it's an investment. And so I'm just like, okay. But we'll get into it later. I don't want to get stuck on it right now. So we go over to JP, and he gets a call, and you know, why is JP on the show? I'm just wondering. But anyway, he gets a call, and we find out that Darnell has left the boarding school. He is gone. He got into some fight, and he took off. They don't know where he is. We go to Shanti and Jannard. They're training, and Jannard updates Shanti on what's going on with him and Diamond. He tells her that Diamond asks her to go find Leon's killer. So Shanti's like, okay, that's good. You get in with your brother. That's good. You know, get in close to these dudes. And Jannard's like, hold up. Yo, hey, maybe there's a version of this plan where we just take out this dude, Tommy, and then we move forward with Diamond and everybody. And then Shanti's like, oh, hell no, I gave up my territory for this shit. We taking out these niggas. We running this shit ourselves. So Jannard is not feeling this because, as you can see, he's getting closer with his brother again, and he don't want to take him out. But, you know, Shanti is really aggressive, bro. She started punching this nigga when he said he didn't want to kill his brother. And I'm like, damn, that's his brother. So Shanti starts to tell Jannard about her situation with Claudia and her working with this cartel. So they start wondering, like, yo, did we pick the wrong horse? And they're like, no, because they're gonna cut Claudia's knees off before she actually gets the deal and take over that deal. So we see Nunez meeting with Mirković, and Mirković pays him for the hit on Abuelita, but he doesn't give him the full amount because it turns out that hit was supposed to be for Miguel. So Nunez did drop that car off for Miguel, hoping Miguel will get in there and drive it, but because Abuelita needed to borrow it because her car was in the shop, she took the hit instead. So Nunez, he's still gonna try to get Miguel. We see Shanti, and she goes to tell Tommy about Claudia, and Tommy tells Shanti to continue to stay with Claudia on this cartel deal, but then Claudia's like, yo, that's crazy because I can't be working for CBI and the cartel at the same time. That's gonna fuck my name up on the streets. So Tommy says, okay, well, how about publicly you start beefing with us and you take Garfield Park over to the cartel. So pretty much Tommy's putting Shanti in as a sleeper cell inside Claudia's operation so he can, take advantage of that later on when he needs to. He gives her a burner phone and says to stay in touch. We go to Vic and he's with the feds. He gives the feds his new phone that Tommy just gave him. And they ask him to put the bug in Tommy's loft. Vic is tripping and he's saying, hey, he has a hunch that Tommy's on to something. And they're like, well, how do you know? And he's like, well, I just got a feeling. And they're like, well, a feeling's not good enough. We're gonna need you to plant that bug. So we in that scene. We go with Tommy and Diamond and we go into Abuelita's funeral. Miguel and Mireya are at the front and Tommy and Diamond go up to pay their respects. On the way out, your boy Tommy, bro, he sees Shay and he walks up to him and he introduces him to Diamond. He then tells him that, hey, we can make Mirković pay for what he done. Shay is like, hey man, you gotta slow down. We're over here mourning, the family. This isn't a place to talk business. This is not the time for that. But then Tommy's like, actually, no. We are running out of time because these dudes, they about to go get with this Marquez cartel. And as soon as they make that deal, they're going to be untouchable. We're not going to be able to go get them. So then Shay's like, okay, hey, thank you for this news. Like, I appreciate it, but this is Miguel's kill. I already gave the green light on it. But hey, you got to show some respect. Like, you're out of line. Like, I appreciate the information you're giving me, bro. But you're still a little too hyper. So Tommy and Diamond, they leave and Diamond's like, bro, I just told you, like, you going too crazy, like, he's doing too much. But Tommy's like, no, because guess what? Now we know that Miguel's going in, and now we got to sabotage that and make it look like Miguel couldn't do it, and we'll take out Mirković, and then Shay is going to have our favor and give us that territory. So Tommy's trying to come in and take a risky play, and it might just work out, things do work out for your boy Tommy. So Diamond goes back, and she meets the lady in charge of the PO office. Her name is Lawson. I didn't get her first name, but she is tossed in the barbershop. She's here. She's saying that, hey, Tyrone, the PO, they checked his notes and the last place he went was here and he never made it home and it's been a few days. So Diamond's like, oh, I haven't seen him. He did come here and he was, asking me about, selling drugs and he searched the barbershop, but he didn't find nothing and he left. And the lady's like, oh, is there anybody else who can corroborate your story? So then Jannard comes in, and Jannard's like, yeah, I seen it all go down. That's the way it happened, exactly the way he said. And he walked in, he didn't even hear what she freaking asked him. He just walked in and was just like, yeah, whatever he said is what happened, right? So the PO, they finally leave. And then one thing I did notice is they did search the basement. They found the safe. The safe was empty. But thank God these niggas finally got the goddamn drugs out the basement because I was worried. I was like, shit, is this fool gonna go down here and find a bunch of drugs? These niggas is dumb. So they finally got the goddamn drugs out the basement. Good job, Diamond. Please, keep the drugs out the barbershop. Please, man. God damn, you want to go back to jail? I don't want you to go back to jail. Keep those drugs out the barbershop. So after the parole officer lady leaves, Diamond tells Jannard that he killed his PO. He had to kill his PO. The PO came in, seen something, he had to go. Jannard tells him like, oh shit, okay, cool. Well, hey, I found out who killed Leon. It's a dude named, Joseph Little. So Diamond's like, all right, hey, bring him to me. And then Jannard's like, bro, this kid's 16. Diamond's like, I don't care. So, hey, this dude Diamond, bro, he's subtle, but he a monster, bro. So Diamond also says that he found out that Jamal was the one who told his PO that he's back in the game, and he said he need to handle that. So yeah, bro, the new Diamond is all about, all about the smoke, bro. He want those bodies. You cross him, you about to get killed. So we go back to Tommy and Mireya, and it turns out Mireya is able to figure out that Nunez is the one that, dropped the car off, and he's probably the one working for the Serbs. So Tommy takes this information and he's very excited. We go to Jannard and Diamond and they go catch up with your boy Jamal. They take him out to the river, you know what I'm saying? And they was about to shoot him. But then, Jamal's like, hey, you're the reason my son died. And then Diamond's like, no, you're the reason he got killed, right? So he takes him out to the water, and this boy baptizes your boy out here in the water, bro. He tells him that, hey, the last thing Leon told him was that, you said he would never amount to nothing. And homeboy's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. And then Diamond's like, oh, I didn't mean to. That nigga put him in the water, bro, drowned him. This nigga Jannard over here watching like, God damn, bro, hey, boy, bro going crazy. He trying to tap him. And Diamond's like, get your ass off me, Jannard. So, bro, he drowns him. And look, this fool Jannard, like, homeboy body floating off the water. Diamond already walked away. Jannard over here looking like, damn. So, hey, I'm telling y'all, your boy Diamond, bro, he ain't playing. He in the house. Y'all better watch out. All right, so here we go. Let's get back into some boring shit. So we go to Darnell. To Marshall's house. And I've told you guys, I don't understand why Darnell has to hide. Like, He didn't talk to the police. We don't even know what he said to the police. I don't even want him out here, but like, what the fuck? So we go to Marshall's house, and Darnell's here. JP banging on the door. He come in, he hug his son. He's like, yo, where you been? What happened? And Darnell's like, yo, hey, why you sent me there? You know, I had a hell of bruises on me. They wasn't treating me right, et cetera, and you abandoned me. You know what I'm saying? You didn't stand up for me. You just let me go. Like, you put me here. So JP breakdown is just like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna talk to Tommy and I'm gonna try to make it right and all this dumb shit. So I was just like, what the fuck is going on? This is weird. So hopefully they resolve this quickly. We go to Tommy and Vic, and they see Nunez outside of Mirković's spot, and they grab him. They torture this dude. Well, Tommy tortures him. Tommy's about to cut out his tattoo, and Nunez pretty much gives him the news that Miguel is gonna make that hit on Mirković's website. Why do I keep on saying website? On his restaurant tonight at 7 o'clock. Turns out that's in 2 minutes. So they make Nunez call Mirković and warn him that they're coming. Now, it is a really late warning because he calls him, he literally says, get the fuck out of there. And the bullets start flying. Miguel's crew is here. They have come in. They got assault rifles. They are assaulting Mirković's restaurant. They got civilians in here. They're getting killed. They got the workers in the restaurant. They're getting killed. Mirković, he's fighting back. And I'm telling you, this nigga's slippery. This dude might as well be Osama bin Laden. Because your boy, he got like a big ass vault door right in the middle of the restaurant. They run up in there and they run through some tunnels and they get their ass out. They show up down 2 blocks down the street. They hop in some bands and they are out of there. So Miguel's pissed. He has failed. He has failed to get Mirković. This fool Mirković has been coming in and getting out of situations the whole season, bro. So yeah, they couldn't get him. So okay, I think honestly, I swear to God, like, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I swear, this is the worst scene I've ever seen in Power. Like, I'm just gonna throw it out for you guys. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, and tell me if I'm wrong. Please tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. And it has nothing to do with them kissing and shit. It has nothing to do with that. It's just a weak fucking scene. It just like, okay, look. So we come in on Claudia, right? We come in with Claudia, or no, we come in with Elise, right? She walks in and she's like, Cloudy, I got a surprise for you. I got a prezi. I got a prezi for you. Right? So Claudia comes downstairs, bro, and she walks down, you know, like those fucking stairs, like she's Cinderella, bro, like this princess, dog. She comes down here and she opens up the bag. The bag is full of the cash that she needs to get in with the cartel. So then Claudia gives us this fucking speech about like the brass ring and how this is finally my moment and I get to take it. And then, dude, she sits down and then fucking Elise is just like, yes, this is your moment. Like, you were meant for this. Like, this is your moment. You need to take this shit. Like, this is yours. Like, Shanti left CBI because she believes in you, and you're gonna go in and you're gonna push Mirković out and you're gonna be with the cartel. And I'm like, bro, this shit is whack, because how the fuck do we got one character who had to go like unite the whole fucking city just to get a meeting with the goddamn cartel leader, right? And then we got another one who lost fucking everything, literally everything, not a dime in her pocket, over here working clubs, you know, with strippers and shit, having them sell pills. And then all of a sudden they get a meeting with a cartel, right? And then they bring in this character. They bring in a character out of fucking nowhere. They bring in this character who's such a simp, talking about I like you since 7th grade. And they bring them in and they're like, this person's gonna have the money you need to get you where you need to be. Like, seriously, like they just handed it to her straight up, like, here you go. Like, no work, nothing. And I'm not like, okay, like the gang shit is like, you know, Tommy going to get everybody, whatever. But what I'm saying is like, she could have done anything fucking else. Like anything, like there was just no work involved. How the fuck is the cartel gonna look at her and be like, yeah, this is the girl. Yep, yeah, she can run things. Yeah, for sure. Like, no, like, come on, dude. Like, it just was weak. Like, out of nowhere, like this lady's running, like, these dudes, they do their research, bro. Like, she's running from Tommy. She has no support, no system, no soldiers, nothing. Anybody, like, there's like 4 people around her that can take her out at any time. Her brother don't even fuck with her. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like, so like for them just to hand that to her, and you can already see like what they're about to do in the next episodes is they're about to like make her untouchable. Like, that shit is just, it was just weak, bro. And just the way they were talking, the music, all of that. It has nothing to do with the kissing. I don't care. I can care less about that. It was just like how they just queened Claudia they brought in a random ass character out of nowhere that does nothing, that doesn't really contribute, that just sits there and goes like, yeah, I know some clubs. We got some clubs. Like they might as well have killed Claudia and then brought in Homegirl and made her a new antagonist or something. Like it was just weird out of nowhere, like just some kind of crutch. They passed to Claudia, but I'm gonna end the rant. Let's move on. All right, so now we go over to Shay, and he's yelling at Miguel about, the failed hit. Miguel, he couldn't do it. He just couldn't do it. Couldn't cut the mustard. So Tommy comes in with the dude, right? Comes in with Nunes, and he's like, hey, this dude, he was over here working. This fool, he's working for Mirković. He's a traitor, etc., etc. So then Shay started yelling at Miguel in Spanish, like, how does white boy know you got a rat in your own crew? You know what I'm saying? So then Tommy, he tried to capitalize and be like, hey, I know this is a big thing. And then Shay's like, ugh. So look, I can't wait the next season, because this fool Shay's gonna be around, and their relationship, the way they work together, I'm loving every scene that I see with Shay and Tommy. So hopefully they stay around and we get to keep on seeing that. So Tommy, he just got major points, bro. Miguel kills Nunes and we end the scene. Tommy goes over to Mireya and he tells her, yo, the situation's handled. And they start, cuddling, love bugging and shit, talking about going to Barcelona or something. So it turns out we see the police, they're over here listening. And here's another one of those bad scenes in this episode where, she's all like, do you remember when we first got, Stacy's like, we remember when we first got together and we were listening to the guys and they told us all the secrets and then we busted the case. And the Frankel's like, yeah, I remember that. And then they start kissing, like, bro, this is episode 9, y'all. This is the episode before the finale. This episode's supposed to get me excited about next week. And this shit is not getting me excited. So let's keep moving. We go to Diamond and Jannard and we find out that Diamond is off parole. So great, he's off parole and he can focus on CBI. Jannard starts talking to him and he starts saying, hey man, I'm worried about this fool Tommy. He's been making a lot of solo moves. Did you hear about Mirković's restaurant getting shot up? Do you think he had anything to do with it? Diamond's like, yeah, Tommy was trying to mess up Miguel's plan. So Jannard's like, well, do you think Tommy's like taking advantage of us? And, Diamond doesn't, he doesn't really feed into it. He changes the subject. Now, remember, Diamond was talking over to Miguel earlier. Miguel was trying to get him to, move away from Tommy and still hasn't really said how he feels. It seems like he's sticking with Tommy, but I don't know. We might see a flip next episode. I don't know. He's staying silent. So Diamond, he changes the subject over to Leon's killer, right? Joe Little, Mad Dog or whatever, right? And Jannard says that this dude actually is related to King Kilo, and he's honestly kind of untouchable if you don't want to fuck up that whole coalition thing that you and Tommy just started. So now Diamond got to make a choice. If he goes and takes this dude out and Tommy finds out about it, they're going to be at odds. So we go to Tommy, he's meeting with Jenny Sue, and they're going through the numbers, and they're looking through the numbers, and they stop on Vic's phone number. So Tommy, he now knows that Vic is the snitch. He is upset. He's not happy. The look on his face. Oh my God, I wouldn't want anyone to ever look at me like that, right? So Tommy asks to borrow Jimmy Sue's car, and then he leaves. And then we go to the next scene, and we see Vic is meeting with Stacy, and he's updating her, letting her know all the comings and goings and stuff. But he's worried now. He says he wants Wick sec. He's saying that he feels like Tommy's on to him. He feels like something's going down. And Stacy's like, you got to be patient. We got to catch Tommy with the cartel and the money and the drugs all at the same time, and you haven't given us that. So until you give us that, you got to keep doing this shit. And Vic's like, yo, I've done enough. So he hops out the car, he starts to leave, and what do you know? We got Tommy watching your boy. Tommy knows what's up. So we're going into the season finale with Tommy knowing that Vic is the snitch, and we end the episode, y'all. So there we go, y'all. Like as I said, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I don't know, like I'd like this episode, like I gotta give it like a 5-6. 5-6. I'm just saying, like it just wasn't exciting. Like the momentum, like the whole shootout and the whole shootout, the Nunes thing, all that stuff was like loosey goosey. Like it wasn't even important. It was just like happening in the background, like it was dope, but it was happening like in the background. Like it wasn't like in the front, you know what I mean? Like the Diamond killing, like Jamal, like that was cool, but I feel like that storyline is it's a mid storyline, so it's cool to see him drop a body, but like the bodies were dropping, like they're, and maybe it might get better now that we know that Homeboy is with King Kilo's nephew, right? But still, that whole like seeing I was saying, yeah, I want to see Gianna again, but then when I seen Gianna with the white around her lips all cracked, yeah, I was just like, I don't know if I want to see Gianna anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, that storyline is weak, bro. The Claudia shit, dog. The Claudia storyline, bro. Claudia needs to go. And it looks like, dude, it looks like she about to be around. It looks like Claudia's safe. It looks like Claudia's about to make this deal with the cartel. And we're about to be sitting here talking about Claudia for a whole nother fucking season, bro. And I really don't want to see that. I just don't like the way she was handed the bag. She got queened, handed the bag, didn't do any work, has been in a terrible position the entire season. And then all of a sudden, now all of a sudden is an important player. You know what I'm saying? It's not looking good. You know, I'm interested in seeing what happens with Tommy and Miguel. Miguel still don't know about the whole Mireya thing. I thought that we would get past that in this episode, but I guess it's gonna be a season finale kind of thing that we're gonna have to deal with. Mirković is still alive. Mirković, I'm telling you, that boy's Osama bin Laden. They gotta take him out. If they don't take him out next episode, I don't know what the fuck happened this whole season, y'all. So we'll see what happens, y'all. We'll see what happens. Thank you guys for watching the video. Keep it locked. You know, if we get some exclusive stuff this week, you know, I will be coming with it. Don't have anything right now, so you know, keep an eye. So thank you guys for rocking with your boy. Make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, put a notification bell. See you when we go live and making a video. All right, guys. Peace.